Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, July 7th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. Welcome, everybody. I'm just waiting for the computer to catch up to my phone so I can see what I'm doing. It's coming. All right, here we go. So this is what we're making today. We're going to do both of these cards, which are pretty easy. The hardest part is just cutting these flowers out. And they actually come from paper, designer paper that we have that I keep forgetting about. But I was going through all my papers the other day and I was like, oh, I haven't used this one except one time. So you might remember the card that I did that had the little vases, and I think I did like 3 of them with these little vases or vases. I don't know how you say that, but I just cut them out of the paper. That's the only bad thing is there's a lot of stuff that's really pretty in here. It doesn't have dies that go with it. So we've got a lot of pretty papers in here. So we're going to be using the striped paper, which has flowers on the back, the polka dot paper, which also has flowers on the back, this paper, which is actually the one that we're cutting the flowers from. So you get all these really pretty flowers. They're all different. I mean, there's like, I think there's maybe like 5 different ones and 2 or 3 of each one. So I don't know if, well, we're probably not going to use the exact same one that I used on the original papers, but they're all kind of similar. Some of them have like 2 big flowers. Some of them have 1 big flower. So that one's really pretty too. But we're going to be trying to use one that's about the same size because I want it to fit on that scallop circle. So then we've got another piece of those vase ones, another piece of the flower and the polka dot, another piece of the flowers we're using today. And there's this one and this one. You could cut these out, but this would be really hard to cut out, I think. And then this really cute one. This also, there's a stamp set, I can't remember the name of it, that also has a bunch, not a bunch, but a couple vases in it and kind of flowers like this. So you could use it with that stamp set, and I just bought it and I can't think of the name of it. I think it does have dies that go with it. So that's the paper, and it's called, no, it's not gonna go back in here. It's called Artisan Sketched Garden. And that is 167752 if you want to order it. I think all the paper is in stock right now except for the one that has the velvet meadow. That's oh yeah, scan and cut. I need to get one of those scan and cut things, but they're like $300 or $400. That's not in my budget. All right, I've got a bunch of other stuff to show you that's brand new that I just got my order today. But so first I want to show you what we're using for these cards. So that's the paper we're using. We're also using this embossing folder, which is called Paradise Garden, and it's hybrid embossing folder. It goes with this stamp set and die. So let me show you that one real quick. So we've used this. There's also paper that goes with this too. This die right here goes in this, and we'll cut those leaves out of the fern and make it like pop up so that they are like coming off the paper. So it doesn't, I don't think it really cuts them out, but it cuts them so that they can be kind of pulled up a little bit off the paper and make it more 3-dimensional looking. So, and I actually brought my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here because we have to sponge this first, then glue it down, then emboss it. So I didn't really want to do all that ahead of time. So I actually brought my machine in here with me. So that's the one set, or the bundle. That's still available too. The paper, I'm not sure about. The Scalloped Blooms is where we're getting the scallops from. So that's got all these scallop dies. And we're using the 4th one. This one is it's the 4th one out from the center, and it's about 2 3/4. So that's the one we're using. This also has a bunch of great words. I didn't really use the words from this one because the flowers took up most of the scallops and I really wanted a small word there. So I just picked my favorite stamp set. These have the greatest words in them. I just really hate that this is retiring. But I love just a note from there, and it's perfect just to put here, or the hello would work, thinking of you. All those would fit right there, so that's a good one. All right, so I want to show you the new stuff real quick too. So there's a couple new kits, and I know I'm gonna have to get a scan and cut. Maybe y'all could all chip in together like $2 each. Everybody who watches the videos chip in $2 and get me one for Christmas. All right, so this one is called, I'm just kidding. What is this called? Well, okay. It's not on the box. Oh, because it had the wrapping around it. It's called Gilded Gallery Kit. And I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to open it because it's got all this stuff in it. Actually, I am going to open it because I want to show you guys all the stuff in here. It's got a beautiful stamp set. I don't know if you can see that. So it's got like a frame. You could put, I think that'll fit in it, and then the words all go in there. And then you get your little stamping spot. And then you get everything in here. You get dimensionals and your block and your tear tape. Some beautiful envelopes. Aren't those pretty? Love it. And then you get all of this. So you know what this is kind of like? It's kind of like a Memories and More kit because you get all these cards that are like watercolor looking. So you get five of these and 5 of these. So it makes 10 cards. So here's 5 of these. Isn't that pretty? And it's embossed. I just absolutely love this. So I'm going to do a class with these. And then you get also these. And the paper is perfect for cutting in half so that you have double the, this is when I love doing the alternate kits with this because, oh, there's more of these in here. So you get some of each. All right, so you've got the blue and the, I think that's petal pink. So hydrangea and petal pink. And then these are the card bases. You can cut these in half and make twice as many cards. So you won't have as many of these to go around, so you have to use something else. But you could just stamp on it or something and do that. So I really want to do a class with that. So I wanted to show it to you. So that is called, again, what is it? Gilded Gallery Kit. And I think it's $25. I'm not positive, but I think it is. But you get a ton of stuff, plus this really cute stamp set. And so I think it would be a great class. And then we've got this kit. Can I come to West Virginia? I wish I could. All right, this is also another gorgeous kit. So this one does not have a stamp set in it, so I guess everything is already ready for you. All right. Hey, Becky. Oh, I haven't said hello, have I? Okay, hold on. Let me do this, and then I'll go back and say hello. Oh, this has a lot of stuff in it. I just got this like about 30 minutes before I went live. Oh, this has a lot. Okay, so we get our adhesive stuff, just plain envelopes. Then you get those. All right, it's got a lot of die cuts. So you get these die cuts, a lot. And that's the back of them. So some are just plain, some are, these are all the same. And then you get the paper, oops. Then you get this, the words. So everything's already done for you, and it's in different languages too. And then this is our paper. So you get some green and some, not sure what color that is. Maybe Flirty Flamingo? I don't know. It's like 2 colors. It's hard to tell, but I love this background. And even if you put just like words on this, I think just this with some words on it and some ribbon would be just really pretty. So I liked that one. I think this one is only, I don't know, maybe 15 or something, because it doesn't have the stamp set or the ink spot in it. Okay, now here's the really cool stuff. All right, here's the product of the month. So if you have not gotten this, this is $5 with a $75 or more order. And if you bump it up to $100, you get the free card kit from me and a card. So I love this. It kind of reminds me of the distinctive stamp sets that we used to have. So my next video is definitely going to be with this one. So that is only $5. And then, oh, let me say hello real quick to everybody. Okay. Hey, Jody. Hey, Myra. Hey, Christine. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Joan. Hey, Marva. Hey, Therese. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Tony. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Julie. Hey, Lou. Hey, Therese. Oh, I already said Therese. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Trina. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Charm. Hey, Marva. Hey, Karen. Hey, Laura. Hey, Diana. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Sally. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Smiley Joan. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sharon. All right, hello, everybody else. I'm going to stop right there because we already got like about, I think, I don't know how many people, 116 people on here already. All right. Okay, so now here's what I really wanted to show you. This is, I don't know if you guys have heard about it. We have a new thing coming out. So demonstrators could already get it for 2 weeks. And it's available to customers starting Friday. So it's the hot foil machine. And it's like a whole little system. And it like heats up and you put this gold foil on it. And so we've got all these new stamp sets and dies that go with this machine. You don't have to have the machine. I don't have the machine. I didn't buy it yet. It's a little pricey, but if you buy it now, you get a free class. That's $30 value for free. So, so here's the first one. Love, love, love this stamp set. Love it. So, this is 2-step stamp. So, and it's got some little scripty stuff. And then here's the dies. So if it's in gold, that means that goes with the foil part. If it's not, if it's just black, that means it's a regular die. So let me show you what they look like. And I don't know if you've seen anybody else's video. We just found this out today. So see how they're kind of like gray looking? So this would be your foil. You put your foil on this. This is just regular dies. So you can use this with anything. I'm not sure. I don't think this will like cut out. Like, I don't think you can use this as a regular die. I'm pretty sure you can't, but I could be wrong. But I heard that it will not like cut like a regular die. Just these are like regular dies. This is only for the little foil machine. So I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you for sure, but I am going to send out an email today with a couple how-to videos about it. So those go together. So that's the first one, Sweetly Sentimental. Then there's actually more than I bought. This is just what I bought. So Flourish in Frames, another gorgeous stamp set that's right up my alley. Love the bumblebee and the flowers and the vines and everything. And then this is the dies that go with this. So again, these will be regular dies. This will be gold foiling dies. So this will cut out stuff. This will just put the foil onto it. So they go together. But like I said, I didn't get the foil machine yet. I'm going to have to save up for that. I just had to pay my taxes, my quarterly taxes. So that kind of, I'm broke. All right, this is another one I love, Echoes of Detail. So this is a background stamp mainly. I love, love, love this one, which is kind of like a fleur-de-lis. I think that's what you call it. Something like that. Like that, what is that stamp set we used to have? was like very Versailles that had one, something like that. And then I love this background. I love the brick. So I think that in that crackle one will look good. And then this is going to be gold foil, all of this. And of course I bought it because I plan on getting the foil thing, just I can't get it right now. So, but I love, love, love that. It's going to be so pretty. And this is just like my, look at this. It's almost exactly the same as that one. So they're taking my favorite stamp and making it into like a foil. So when you run it through the machine, it'll put this foil in that spot for you. So that's another one. And then here's the last one I bought. There's more than this. So starting Friday, everybody can see it online. So this is another one, the Shimmering Scenes. And then here's the gold ones, the foil. This will be the foiling ones. This will be the die cutting ones. So love it, love it, love it. So I'm gonna send out that email and with the videos, and you can see that. And then I got a bunch of Happy Mail, so let me show you that. And then we'll get started stamping. So love those kits. Me too. A lot of new stuff. And these, what is this name of the second set? Oh, shoot, something sentimental. I already threw it across the room. All right, I got a 4th of July card from Debbie Baburka. Love this. And I think all you have to do for this is just cut your paper in strips and then cut it diagonally and then just kind of place it all the way around the center. And it doesn't really matter what the center looks like because you cover it with that. I've made these before, but it's been a long time ago, so love that. And then I got this one from Sarah Heilman. Beautiful card. I love that. And that stamp set and die is on the retiring list right now. She sent me a really sweet note. And then, oh, I got a new prayer cards and prayer list. This one is from Grace Sugimoto. And this is a card that I've been wanting to make too. I've seen a bunch of people use this technique in cutting all the little like 1-inch squares and putting them across. So you need like 12 plain 1-inch squares, 12 with a designer paper, then you emboss it. So it kind of looks like a quilt card. Really cute. And then I'll put this back up at the end too. This one is from Loretta Pearson. Very cute with the brand new violet stamp set. Love, love, love that. And I think she stamped that. I think that's a stamp and a die. Pretty, pretty. And then last one, this is from Kimberly. Wait a minute. Barbish. Kimberly Barbish. So she made a fun fold that opens like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. So that's cute. So got lots of Happy Mail, and I got also a bunch for my mother, and I went to see her today, so I took her a bunch of cards. She said, tell everybody thank you. And I said, I sure will. Oh, and I wrote notes. Okay, so foil machine and the products available Friday. And 25% off paper pumpkin kit for August. So starting July 11th through August 10th, you get, if you're a new paper pumpkin subscriber, you get 25% off of the paper pumpkin kit. And don't forget, here's the card kit. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So if your order is $100 or more, you'll get this in the mail for free after the 15th of the month. All right, so let's get ready to stamp. So both of these cards are basically the same layout. So we've got our base, this 5.5 by 8.5 white. And then one of them has Balmy Blue. One of them has Highland Heather for the background piece, or the front. And then we've got one piece of the polka dot, one piece of the stripe. Those are 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. And then we've got our scallop circle, which is about 2 3/4. And I kind of measured it from like the widest part kind of across the middle. So if you go from the longest part right across the middle, it's about 2 3/4, just for reference. So if you want to use like a circle on the inside of it, I would say, well, this is 2 3/4, so the inside part, let me look. So if we just do the inside, that would be a 2 3/8. So probably a 2 1/2 punch would be perfect for that. Or you could try 2 3/8, but I think 2 1/2 maybe, if you wanted to use a circle in it. And then these are just a couple strips of scrap paper that I'm going to put on the inside. Your power will be turned on at midnight. Ugh, that's awful. We haven't lost power. We are having storms right now, so it was thundering a little while ago, but that stopped. It's still raining, but it's not thundering anymore. Oops, my screen got real giant. Hold on. Let me try and get it back. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. All right, so get a screenshot of that, and then we'll get started. So first thing we have to do is pick out, well, no, first thing we have to do is sponge. So everybody got a picture of that? So I went to see my mother today, and she was pitiful. She didn't feel good. And then they bring lunch, and you know, she doesn't have any teeth. Even though we went through this whole thing for like a month of getting her new dentures, she doesn't like them and she won't wear them. So she still doesn't have teeth. And so they bring lunch in while I'm there, and it was a salad, which she can't chew salad, and a bowl of chili. And she was like feeling kind of upset stomach. So she's like, well, I guess I won't be eating lunch today, but I brought her like a bunch of stuff. So she had some like Lance crackers and a little peanut butter, like they're called Bobos. She loves these things. They're like peanut butter and jelly with kind of like an oatmeal cookie thing. She loves those. All right, so we're gonna sponge these. So the striped one is gonna be purple, Highland Heather. And then we're going to do the polka dot one with Balmy Blue. So just go ahead and sponge this. Oops. Try to keep it straight. It looks much better sponged than plain black and white. I tried it both ways. I got a big old blob I forgot to tap off. This is much darker. I think this is a different pad than I had on my table. Okay, and then if you want to, you can sponge the little piece that's going to go on the inside too. Okay, all right, so there's our purple pieces. Then we're going to move to the blue. So for our blue, we have Balmy Blue. And I was trying to figure out two different colors that would, you know, look good together, that were kind of pastel colors. So this one's not going to show up as much as the, well, you can kind of see next to the white one. Not going to show up as much as the stripey one, but I've become addicted to this cottage cheese stuff now. You know, just cottage cheese whipped up with some honey in it and then put fruit. It's like my new go-to snack. So you can kind of tell the difference between the two. So with sponging and without, you can tell. but we're gonna add some color to this one too. For the inside. Okay, so that's our sponging. Now we have to take that and run it through our embossing machine. So let me get that out of the way for a second. And I'm going to bring my embossing machine over. Ugh, this sucker's heavy. Holy cow. Okay. I know. Well, you know, today wasn't so bad. I think it was very humid, but it wasn't. Oh, I forgot to glue this together first. Let's glue this down really quick. I think this is just about empty. I'm skipping steps. Oh, this one's almost empty too. All right, so this one's gonna go like almost all the way to the edge, but not quite. Maybe like half an inch from the edge. Like that. Make sure you get it straight. All right, same with the purple. Oh, Tony, you leaving? You gotta go eat dinner or something? Where are you going? I ate dinner. It wasn't too bad. It was like a Sam's Club kind of semi-prepared meal. It was okay. Oh, it's Tim's birthday, and you're gonna go spend some time with him. Well, that's nice. Oh, you know what? I put my embossing folder away. Let's get that back out. I forgot we had to use it. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here. It doesn't really matter if it's straight or not because it's just like a random pattern. It's not like lines or anything. All right, so we're gonna put that in here with our little gray plate and run it through. And so you get this one. Isn't that cool looking? I did a little bit too dark in some spots, but that's all right. Some of that'll be covered up. All right, then we're gonna put the blue one in and do the same thing. And again, you don't have to worry about it being straight because it's not like bricks or something or words. Yeah, today was only, oh, you're in the 70s, Gloria. We got up to, I think, like 87 today. So it wasn't like scorching, but it was a little hot. I mowed the grass yesterday because we were supposed to get all this rain. So I got that done. And it was hot yesterday, I'm telling you. I was soaked. All right, let's get our paper back over here. All right, so now we've done our embossing. So that's our 2 embossed pieces with our stripes and polka dots. All right, so I did cut one out ahead of time just to save time. So we're gonna color that. And then I'm also gonna take one from here and cut it out. So let's pick, I think this one right here. And I did cut a little bit of stuff off just because it was too intricate to cut it. And, all right, so that's gonna be the other one. All right. So we're gonna do one in purple, one in blue. And I've got my Stampin' Blends here. So let's go ahead and do this one in the purple. So I've got Highland Heather, and one of these is a good one and one of them's not. Let's see, this one's good. All right, so this is light Highland Heather, I think, hopefully, yep. Oh, did you hear that? It's thundering. All right, so we're just gonna color this in the light. And then I just colored all the flowers the same color. So I got new contacts a few months ago, and they had gone up a little bit, like from minus 0.7575 to -6. And then I have like the bifocal kind. They're called multifocal. And I did have mine plus 175. Now I have plus 250. So, but I had like 3 pairs left of my old contacts. So I didn't want to throw them away because they're expensive. So I saved them like in case of emergency. But I put new contacts in this morning, and I grabbed the ones that were the leftover ones. And all day long, I like can't see. Like, I can tell a big difference, even though it's only just a little bit of a difference. It's still a difference. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of the dark Highland Heather, kind of in the middle, and just a little bit coming out. So kind of just around your flowers. Just put a little bit of a highlight of the dark. This one doesn't have nearly as many leaves as the other one did. So I was driving over to see my mother this morning. I'm like, good grief, I can't see. I mean, I could see, but I couldn't see like the signs, read them until I got right up on them. And then I got lost because I had to go by the pharmacy and pick up my medicine on the way, and then go to her house from the pharmacy. And so it was a totally different way. It was like a back way instead of the interstate. And I was like, I have no idea where I am. All right, I'm going to color this. And since I have a little bit, I don't want any white showing, so I'm just going to color that in green. And same thing over here. So we'll just have a little bit of white. Actually, I'm just going to color this in green here. That way we don't have any white showing. And then just go back over that with the dark sea foam. Oh, I did the wrong color. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold the phone. We have Peaceful Pine I'm supposed to be using. Where is it? Nobody caught that. Maybe you did. Did anybody catch that? I was doing the wrong color. I was doing... All right, so let's go. This is light Peaceful Pine. So I did just color this in the Peaceful Pine like that. Actually, I kind of like the light green almost better. This will dry a little bit lighter, but let's go ahead and just color this in with the green. Okay. All right, so there's that one. Now we're going to do the blue one and then cut that one out. You always want to color first in case you mess up. You don't want to cut it all out, then color it, and then you screw it up and you're like, wow, I spent 5 minutes cutting that for nothing. So this one we're just going to do in the light Bashful Blue. And really, you don't have to be too careful. Just try to stay in your lines. And I don't care if I have a little bit of white in the flower showing. I'm going to do this one. Now I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to cut that right there off. All right, then we've got to add a little bit of dark balmy blue. So I'm going to do the center a little bit darker. Oh, that's it. That tip is worn out. right, so we're just adding a little bit of the dark balmy blue around the edges and where these little black lines are. And remember, I am not a professional artist, so if any of you guys are, don't criticize me for coloring my shadows the wrong direction, because I don't know how to do that. So we're just going to color a little bit on one side and just leave it like that. Okay, then we're going to go back and do our leaves, and this one is the soft sea foam. I'm going to do light first. And I'm not going to color that because I'm going to cut that off. And we might have to go back a little bit if I have white areas and color that in. The blends work so well. I know it. I love the blends. They're so cool. Ooh, we get more thunder. Oops, I forgot one. This soft sea foam. We need like a moss, light, like mossy meadow. Not mossy meadow. Mellow moss. Like we used to have. That used to be one of my favorite colors. Ah. Okay, now we're going to cut this out real quick. And remember the key. You would never leave the house. I stayed inside here for 3 days. Yes, I never left the house either for when we have the heat wave. Like we had, what day was it? I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday when it was 100 degrees every day. Oh, don't remember, scissor hand doesn't really move. Your left hand is what moves and turns your paper for you. So your scissor hand stays the same. And I'm trying to cut pretty much right on the lines, except for these little teeny tiny ones that are kind of hard. And you need like a scan and cut in here, or X-Acto knife. But just keep turning your paper, and it makes it so much easier than trying to I'm just barely cutting, so I'm kind of just cutting a little bit as I spin the paper around, and I'm not going to go all the way into these little cracks here. See, we're almost done. And you have to leave a little bit of white because you can't go all the way down to just that, or else that's gonna rip apart. So I'm gonna cut that part off. But for these like stems, you have to leave a little bit of paper there because otherwise it'll rip really easily. Like this leaf, I think I'm gonna cut that leaf off. I should have put more leaves there. Okay. Have y'all ever noticed, like, if you watch a foreign film, like, there's a couple Harlan Coben movies that are in a foreign language and they're dubbed in English. So it's like if you watch one of them, then all of a sudden you start getting these recommendations for all these foreign films, and they look like they're good, and then you start watching it and it's in a foreign language, and I really don't like watching when they're foreign because you can't like see them speaking, and it's kind of annoying. But I'm going to fill in this white space here with the green just a little bit. I don't have any whites there. Okay. Oops, right here too. All right, so there's my flowers. So that was Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, and Soft Sea Foam, and Peaceful Pine. All right, so now we're gonna stamp our scallop in black. And this is my Just a Note just down at the bottom here. There we go. All right, so now we just got to put it together. Who is that? Pooh Bear. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. All right. I got $2 towards my Scan & Cut. Maybe I can find one on sale somewhere. All right, so we're going to glue this to our white. I was just teasing about that, though. But that would be nice if I could get one. That would make my job so much easier. All right, so we'll put that down, and then we've got our stripey inside piece. And just put that on the bottom or the top, doesn't matter. I probably should have put it on the top, but I'll just put it right there. Okay, and then we're gonna take one of these. So this is gonna go on here, like so. But what I did, I glued this down first, flat, because I put the flower on dimensionals. And if you mess up, you could go over a little bit to try and cover that little dark spot I got. Okay, so we're gonna put some tape on the back of this. And I got some linen thread. So we want our linen thread to go, if we did this like this way, we want our linen thread to kind of go this way. So I'm going to start it here and come across this way. All right, so then we're going to make like a loop. And then come back here and make a loop. Not wanting to cooperate. So we're just going to do a couple loops on either side and just stick it down with where your tape is. And one more on this side. Ah! And then have a little tail sticking out. All right, and then we're going to take some tear tape just to hold it down a little bit better. Yeah, there's like subtitles and all that stuff. I don't know. It just is annoying, so I don't like it. But I hate it when I start watching a movie and I'm like, ah. Plus, they're usually not as good. I don't know. Some of them are good, but some are not good. And then you start watching for like 15 minutes and you're like, okay, that was a waste of time. All right, so this is going to go on like so with some dimensionals. Just pop these on. And after I did this card, I think this is the one I did, I was looking for these and I couldn't find them. So I used these, but I found these after I finished. So we're going to use that. And so 4, maybe 5 of these would be good. Probably should put one more. Okay, so just peel these off. Oh, you know what's so funny? I think I told you guys I have this plant that the birds planted in my front flower bed. You know, it's like a squash plant. And, you know, I thought it was a squash plant, and then I kept waiting and waiting until it would start growing. And when it started growing, it looked more like a watermelon, but the leaves were like squash. We're going to put a couple of these on. So it's finally growing now. And it does look like little baby watermelons. They're about this big now. And it looks like watermelon, but I'm like, the plant itself does not look like a watermelon plant. So I went and looked it up, and it's actually an heirloom squash. So I guess I have some bougie birds that come into my yard. So they went and found an heirloom squash that, we're gonna put the green ones on here. So it's called, shoot, I can't remember. It's a French heirloom squash, and I can't remember what it's called now. Now I totally drew a blank. Let's put one more green one, like over here. All right, so that's that one, and you know what? I need more shimmer spray. We're gonna have to make some more. All right, we'll make some more after I do the next card. So there's that one. You want to take a picture. It's a little bit darker than the first one. I did a little bit more sponging. I think I grabbed a different pad, maybe. I don't know. All right, so now let's finish the blue one. Isn't that funny? I've never seen anything like it, but it's a squash, but it's a round squash, and it's green. It looks almost just like a baby watermelon. So it says you can eat it. You gotta cook it. But I tell you what, that plant is huge. I was like, man, even if I tried to grow something, I could never grow it that well. But it's coming up really nicely. Do I put shimmer spray on every card? Pretty much just about. Yep. Okay, so there's that. Oops, need this. Oh! I guess I used some scrap paper to cut that out. That was when I messed up. All right, put that on here. I think I like the blue one. I don't know. Which one do you guys like better, the blue one or the purple one? It's hard to pick because I like both of them. All right, so right here we're going to take our... All right, so this one's going to go this way. So we want probably like this, I would say from the top to the bottom, the top right to bottom left. I made that mistake on the first one I made. I had it going kind of to the bottom, and then it was totally covering the words up, so I had to take it off and start all over again. Let me see. Okay. This is sticky. Oh, so I was mowing the grass yesterday, and I told you about those yellow flies. They're also called deer flies. I don't know if any of you guys have any, but they're really bad this year. And so I had to put bug spray on, so I put bug spray on. Well, all of a sudden, one of them comes and starts dive bombing my head. And then I was like just going crazy in the yard, screaming, and it got my knee. So, they're very painful. And so then I ran in the house to get away from it. But my knee is itching so bad, I'm ready to just like cut it off. Oops, I forgot to put some tear tape here. So if any of you guys see these things dive bombing your head, that's what it is. And you better run because they hurt. But I was watching a video how to get rid of them. So it says take like a beach ball. And then it said try to pick blue or a bright color and cover it with the sticky glue, and then hang it from trees, and they will, so then when the ball moves, they'll think it's a person, and then they'll stick to that sticky ball, and that's a way to get rid of them. Because evidently they go by sight and not by smell. So it doesn't have anything to do with how you smell or anything like that. They see you moving, and then they start dive bombing you. All right, I think we need a couple more. So, just a tip. If you see, They look almost like a bumblebee. Thank you guys so much. They're yellow and they look similar to a bee, but they're not. They're flies. But they are very, very painful stings or bites. Okay, so then stick this one on like so. This would also look pretty with the rhinestones, I think. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, so we're going to put this one. I got these, which are the, oh, I forgot to tell you what the last ones were. These are 2026 to 28 in color dots. And those are available. And then these are the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And we're going to use the light blue and black. Well, actually, this is Secret Sea. It looks black, but it's Secret Sea. And I think I did a big one of the blue. Well, I don't really have room on here now. Let's do that one. And that one. And then we'll put another little one over there. All right, so there's that. All right, let's make some more shimmer spray because I'm almost out. So those of you who haven't seen me make it before can see me make it. So it's almost empty. I've got just a teeny bit left in there, and it's hard to spray it out when it's almost empty. So let me move that out of the way. All right, so you want, this is your first thing you need is 70%. Don't use 90%. It dries too fast and it will clump up. It'll clog your sprayer. So make sure you got 70% alcohol. Not drinking alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. And you're going to fill this thing up almost a little bit, about 3/4 of the way. Then you're going to take your shimmer paint, which is the Champagne Mist All-Purpose Ink by Sukaniko. And I put the link in the description box if you haven't gotten yours yet. Stampin' UP used to sell this, and then they discontinued it for some crazy reason. I don't know why. But I wish they would bring it back. And then you're going to pour about that much. Maybe, I don't really measure it, but it's probably about 1/4 teaspoon, I would guesstimate. Then put this back on. Give it a good shake. And I do have, if you can hear, the little bead that comes in here, when I used all of it up, I put it in here. So that's where this one came from. But it's like a little BB. So you shake it up and it should be really shimmery in there. And then take your card and give it a good spray. And then it'll be all sparkly. So those of you who have it know that it really does make a really big difference on your cards because it's so pretty. Oh, I forgot to put this on the inside. Let's put this down in here. And then I got a joke for you. My mom didn't get it. I told it to her. I had to explain it. It took me a minute to get it too. I'll explain it to you. But it is funny once you get it. All right, so there's that one. Here's that one, and then here's the original too. So I hope you like those. They're super easy. All you gotta do is color. That's probably the hardest part, is coloring or cutting it out. I don't know which one is harder, but I hope you like them. If you do, make sure you give me a thumbs up and like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff for me. If you put a marble, I think a marble would be too big. So I don't know if you can't really see it. It's just a little BB like you have in nail polish and stuff. It's just a little thing. I think a marble would be too big. Now I know why I started with 9. Yeah, don't use the 91%. And I have the directions also how to make it in the description box below the video. So anytime you forget how to make it, look in the description box. It's right there, along with all the links to stuff and my Amazon store where I get a few things too. So I have lots of links down there. So all you gotta do is click like the more tab and you'll find them. All right, time for a joke. Here we go. Little lead weights for, oh, that's a good idea. A BB. Yeah, a BB would work fine as long as it's not something that would rust. I think you have to use like stainless steel or something. All right, let me pull a joke up. Okay, a woman went to the doctor's office where she was seen by one of the new doctors. But after about 4 minutes in the exam room, she burst out screaming as she ran down the hall. Woo, that got really big all of a sudden. An older doctor stopped her and asked what the problem was, and she told him her story. After listening, he had her sit down and told her to go relax in another room. The older doctor marched down the hallway to the back where the first doctor was and demanded, "What is the matter with you? Mrs. Terry is 63 years old. She has 2 grown children and several grandchildren. And you told her she was pregnant?" The new doctor continued to write on his clipboard and without looking up said, "Well, does she still have the hiccups?" So if you don't get it, he was trying to scare her really bad so her hiccups would go away. So he told her she was pregnant. I just thought it was funny. So hopefully you got it and understood that. But you know how you scare somebody to get their hiccups to go away? So that's what he did. He told her she was pregnant. So if any of your friends have hiccups, just tell them that. All right, I hope you liked the joke. Now it's time for card giveaway. So let's pick some. I don't have any from last time. Don't forget our 2 specials starting Friday and Saturday. So, well, the Paper Pumpkin Kit goes the whole month from July 11th to August 10th. Foil products are while supplies last. They said they ordered a new shipment, so they should have enough for a little while, but they don't know how. It just depends on how fast they sell. All right, so we've got 3 cards today. Oh, you guys like that. You put rocks in the bottle? I guess that would work. I don't know. It seems like the rocks, I don't know. I guess you could use like little pebbles or something. Interesting. Okay, here we go. I cannot see. Like the screen is so blurry. I'm gonna have to take these contacts out, just throw them away. Okay, our first winner is Kathy Zaramba. So there's Kathy's. Our second winner is Sherry Niebauer. I know Sherry's on here. And the last one for today is Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly. So those are our winners today. So congratulations to you guys. And I keep forgetting to put this up here. I know I haven't done it the last couple times. There's my email address, so you can send me your address. And then here's the prayer list. It's getting bigger and bigger. Well, not in size, but let me put it up so you can take a screenshot in case it's hard to see. So take a screenshot of that. So we added a new one, Cheryl Adams. She's in the hospital for, she has multiple things going on. And then Linda Davis had bypass surgery. And then Shirley's husband passed away. So she already had a bunch of problems, health issues, but our husband passed away. Starla's husband just passed away last week too. And then the rest were on here already. So, well, actually Teresa's a new one too. So the bottom 4 are pretty new. So there's that. And then if you want to send me a card or my mother, there's my address. Don't forget, here's the card kit. If you want that, all you have to do is order $100 or more. All right, guys, we are done right at 8 o'clock on the dot. 1 hour exactly. So don't forget to do the thumbs up and everything for me and comments and all that helps my channel. And I really appreciate it. And I will be back on Thursday and I'm going to use that new product of the month stamp set because I love it. It's so pretty. And I have a feeling that one's going to sell out. So I would get that soon. Last month, you know, I didn't even like that one last month with all the little animals. I didn't like it at all until I saw all the projects with it. And then I was like, it is really kind of cute, you know, and I don't do cutesy, but I was like, it is kind of cute. There was just so many cute cards with it. And I was like, I should have got it, but I didn't even get it, but it sold out. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. And I'll go back and read some comments because I didn't have time to read anything today. And I can't even really see that well, even with my glasses on. I'm gonna have to take these contacts out and throw them away. All right, you guys take care, everybody. Stay cool. And hope to see you back here on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time.